Hello, and welcome to Cybersecurity School from InfoSec for TC. My name is Muhammad Atif, and this lecture and the upcoming lectures going to be dedicated to explain about new technology that we are using right now without knowing the threat related to it and how easy it can get compromised and how to protect ourselves against such technology. Today we're going to start with the IoT or Internet of Things. The question is, what is the IoT? This is actually, it's not a new technology. It has been there for a while, but right now we start using it widely. Now to define the IoT is the concept of connecting everything to the internet. So nowadays, our smartphone is connected to the internet. Our computer is connected to the internet. Our smart TV is connected to the internet. Surveillance cam that we are using home is connected to the internet. Some refrigerator or cars and so on. Now, whenever you connect something to the internet, you need to understand that you are connecting it to a public network. So why we are doing that? Why we are connecting our surveillance cam to the internet? The reason for doing it, it's to be reachable from anywhere in the world. So when I'm connecting my home surveillance cam, it means that I can check this cam from anywhere in the world. Since I have an internet connectivity, I can log in from my smartphone and check and see and follow up with my family and so on. But with such technology, there is some threat and risk associated with it. So let me give you a small example to identify the IoT and how it can be reached on the internet and how can we protect ourselves, as I just mentioned. This is an excellent website to demonstrate what I'm going to say. The website name is shodan.io. This is a search engine for IoT. So if you need to search for a specific device on the internet, you can use this website. It's similar to Google, except Google is searching for website, while this one is searching for IoT devices. So let's take a couple of demonstrations and see how easy it is to reach anything that is connected to the internet. So I'm going to start with webcam. And as you're going to see, the webcam, once you search, it will give you webcam. Now, what I'm doing right now, it's a random searching. But still, I can search for a specific device or a specific IP or a specific location. It's quite easy, but we are just proving the concept. So as you can see, it gives me a bunch of cam, and you can even like categorize them if you need only from Germany or Argentina or any other country. If you are checking for services on the cam, if you are checking for operating system, even if you are checking for brand. So for instance, let's take brand. Let's take this one. So I'm searching for a brand, and as you can see, there is a lot of from this specific brand. Now let's open one of them and see if it's gonna open or not. And as you can see, it opened right away. And this is a surveillance cam connected somewhere. And 100% the one who are using it, he do not know that the cam is available from to everyone the same way I did right now. Now you can check and search for other cam and so on and so forth. So this is quite serious because this cam could be your cam. And we are not just talking about webcam, we are talking about any device at your house or work that is connected to the internet. But notice something, that some of the cam, when you're going to open them, it will request for a password. And this is important. My point is, if you have to connect a device to the internet, at least make sure it's protected somehow. So this cam, it's connected to the internet, but at least it has a password on it. And it's not that easy to reach. I mean, people may need to crack the password, which is not hard, by the way, but at least it's not that straightforward. So what I'm trying to say, if you have to connect something to the internet, at least make sure it's protected. It has a password on it. Let's take another scenario, which is searching, for instance, for a remote desktop. And if we're going to search about remote desktop, you're going to see a lot of them. And what I meant here, it's computers that has RDP protocol allowed or remote desktop protocol allowed. And many people are doing that. They are allowing the RDP or the remote desktop to be able to connect to their computer from anywhere in the world. Now this is quite risky as well. So as you can see, there is a lot of computers that has this protocol, and you can even categorize them by operating system or by location or by. So let's take operating system. Let's take the Windows XP, because I know how easy it is to compromise an XP computer that has a remote desktop enabled on it. So as you can see, this is one computer, and if you keep following, you can find a lot of them. Some of them are really vulnerable. I mean, this one, it has a Windows Server 2003, and I know the IP, so you know, it's quite easy for people who study ethical hacking. They know that they can compromise a system like that in 5 minutes. So you are exposing this, maybe a network or a company IP or a company operating system running, and it's available to anyone on the internet. He just needs to crack the password. So it's quite important to make sure that if you do not need a service, do not allow it to the internet, or at least make sure it's secure. Do not use vulnerable service that easy. Now, same concept apply on things like routers or IP printers or voice over IP call center. The concept is, if you connect it to the internet, it can be reached to anyone. Now, the challenge is to make sure it's secure. Maybe you need to connect it to the internet, but at least make sure it has the right security setting.